Greeting Laura Pasquini's class, whatever class number you are, I forget. And her name is pronounced Pasquini if you've already forgotten. This is the second week. So I know she's talking to you about Tumblr. I'm a friend of hers. My name is Jeff Jackson. I do some higher education podcasts with her, and I'm a huge fan of Tumblr, and I kind of turned her on to it. But I wanted to give you and her a little bit of walkthrough to give you some of the kind of cool things about Tumblr. First of all, you've probably made a profile by now, and you can make multiple Tumblr pages if you want to. I have too many, honestly, and I have my normal one, which is just jeffjackson.tumblr, Alt Pro Dev, which is a South by South presentation that your professor Laura Pasquini and myself and other people, you should go in there and vote for us, by the way, while you're here. This is our website that we work with, and this is a project for my doctoral degree, and this is my office. So all these are here. If you want to create a new Tumblr blog, and some of you may not have done this yet, but if you want to create a new Tumblr blog, say you want one specifically for you and your hobbies, maybe family, or you want one specifically for your class, this is where you're going to do this here. You put the title here, the URL, and if you want to password protect this here, and then you can put in the people. I've never done this right here, so if you have questions, check out the help guide up here. You will put a password in and then give out a password. For example, if you're doing the journal reflections for your class, you only want Mrs. Pasquini, to look at this. Be sure to give her the password so she can do that. Let me jump back to the dashboard. The dashboard's always your home base. Any blogs that you follow on here, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a little bit. It's always going to feed in here to your dashboard as they come on. So this is kind of part RSS reader, kind of like a Twitter feed, or in this case a Tumblr feed. As there's new updates on Tumblr, they can be in there. Tumblr has been very embraced by the artistic community, so a lot of times you'll see just photos or just images. Sometimes you'll see creative things like this. It's called Kim Jae-yo looking at things. And so basically the entire website is dedicated to him looking at things. So this is it. I know. Crazy, yet hilarious at the same time. Okay, now on Tumblr pages, every time you go to a Tumblr page, up here it'll have, if I unfollow this, you'll see this where it says follow, and then dashboard. Dashboard's going to bring you back there. If this is a blog you want to see every time there's an update, you're going to hit that follow button and do that. Okay, I'm going to explain this right here. If there are searches for topics you want to know about, so let's say if there's a UNT topic. Yes, so here we go. Now they could talk about anything that says UNT, but this person right here, is this in your class? Interesting, because at Brookhaven College, so anyway, anything here could basically be talking about your school. So if you want to track what's going on your campus, you do that. You hit this little track button, and it's going to do that. Like I have my campus here. We have the longest acronym ever here. But if you don't want to do that, you go back to dashboard. It's going to fall off and not show up there. So if there's different topics you want to track. So I do cycling, higher ed, student affairs. So there's things that I track in here that if people talk about me, I can do that. I can jump over to the cycling thing and look at this. Now, if you're on Twitter, you're familiar with the retweet. Tumblr has the reblog. So if you want to take someone else's blog post and put on your blog, you hit this reblog button right here. Or if you just like it, you can hit this little heart. But it says like. It has a heart. I think it should be love. So if you love something, you can put it there. But like, love, whatever. You click on that little thing there, and you do that. I don't know who this is, so I'm not going to do that as an example. Here, I'll go back to my dashboard and Jeff Lell's podcast, and I'm going to click the heart button. Okay, also, if you want to see the people you're following, click this here. You can also search, add and remove. You can also search for different people. I don't know what the spotlight is, but you will see some companies or even some popular blogs that will feed their Tumblr posts into here also. So you can do that. People you know, so you put in your email address, they'll give you any credentials. They'll give you everyone you know under that address book there. I'm currently following 52 people. Texas Tribune doesn't do a whole lot, so apparently I have a Tumblr crush on Jeff because I liked one thing. I don't know if I've ever liked anything before. I just did that to show you. This right here is actually my favorite Tumblr blog ever. It's called This Guy Has My MacBook. So you should look at that just because it's hilarious. But I digress. Let me go back. This is new. I don't know what this is. That changes occasionally, but doesn't really matter. You can go in here and unfollow people if you want to, or follow people there. There's Laura doing a Twitter message that mentions me. Funny that happened now. But let's jump into. Is there anything else on dashboards? This is where you search tags. This is always just a random picture. I don't know how that gets generated, but it's there. And so that's pretty much it. We'll go back to settings in a little bit. I'm going to go to my main page. And honestly, I don't do a lot on my main page. When you click this, it's going to give you the same type of format. If you want to open into what your page looks like, you click here. And custom appearance settings here. So this is where sorry, let me go back. This is where it can get a little confusing. Okay, this looks like this, right? Now, if you just have one blog, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna have multiple blogs, this is where you kind of have to see what feed you're in, right? So if I go to this is gonna be all the feeds for just that blog. This is all the feeds for just this blog. So, and then this is back to the dashboard, all your incoming feeds. So hope you followed that. So I'm going to jump over here really fast, and we can look and see what this looks like. This is jeffjackson.tumblr.com, and basically I'm feeding in some other feeds here. I don't really work with this that often, so this may not be the best example. Tumblr has really kind of nice images preloaded into, not images, sorry, templates, the look and feel of it, because it has been adopted by the artistic community. There's a large community of developers that do these templates. So if you want to hit customize here, or let me jump back to where this is also. If you do custom appearance here, it's going to take you to the same page, which is here. Now this is a made up background based off, this stuff over here is the same. This is going to give you an example of what the different type of posts can look like, right? So this is a quote. If you posted a quote, that's what it'll look like. If you do an image, it'll look like that. If you do a link like this, you can actually embed a chat box if you want to do that. If you want to have an online chat, you can do that in there, and then just the different images on there. So that shows you what it'll look like once populated. So you go to info, you can put all your stuff in there. It does see HTML and widgets. I don't know what you have to just search Tumblr widgets and they'll pop up. Theme is if you want to edit this. Mine's a little customizable. I'm going to jump to a different one later so you can see what it looks like. Appearance is where you can actually change. I'm going to say this is different on every page, on every type of theme you can have, which I'll show you that in a second. If I want to add page links, which I don't have, and then advanced if I want to do custom CSS. Okay, so that's that one. Now let me jump back. I'm going to cancel this because I'm going to go into a different one and it's going to look totally different. In the background, go to customize appearance. All right, so you can click theme, you can come down, and they have some, don't pay for these. Unless you really love it, don't pay for it. I'll come down here to the bottom, they have some free themes down here that are still really cool. I can click this, I can see if I like this or not. Go up here, no, I don't like that. So I'm just gonna go over here and hit cancel. Yes, so discard changes, that's fine. I don't want to use that anyway. So here's this page, and if I hit appearance though, I have a lot more options in customizing different page links, how I want things to fit, to look. I can have all the different social media icons posted on here if I wanted to. I can put the Google Analytics code in here. Many of you may not know what I'm talking about, and don't worry about that. If you don't know what this is, just don't worry about it. Just go with the standard what it looks like kind of page, and don't worry about this. So these are the people who want a little bit something more. So that's all of the customization I want to really talk to you about, because it can go deeper to where it gets really kind of boring. So from this one blog, so this is the Alt Pro Dev blog. if you want to have multiple collaborators on one blog, you come down here to members. You click on members and you add people. You just put their email address in there, and it's going to add them in there. So Ms. Pasquini and a few others of friends of ours are the collaborators for this one blog. Now I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. I have multiple blogs. I want to do, I don't know why that's there. I want to post a photo. I have multiple blogs, so it's going to show me what blog I want to publish it to, first of all. When, so yeah, that's self-explanatory. Now you may want to set a specific post to private. Then you come down here and click private. So that's how you'll do specific privates. Now, if you want to have everything in your blog private, just set it up that way when you get there. If you forgot how, come up here to setting or preferences, and go back in and set that up to private. So that's how you do that. Tags is going to allow it to get picked up in searches if you want to do that. And then you upload a photo. If this is a photo, so you upload a photo. You can add a caption to it if you want to there. If you want to have a URL link to it there, you can do that. So I feel I've rambled on a lot about Tumblr. So hopefully this will help you get started. I know this is probably a lot longer than Laura anticipated, because that's almost 700 seconds now. But let me know if you have questions. You can find me on Twitter at Jeff Jackson. You can send me an email. Laura can give my email address if you want to do that. And let me know if you have questions about it. If you want to do a specific project, you want to know how it'll work on here, let me know. But good luck to all of you. You have a great teacher. Listen to her. I know she's Canadian, but I've done the background search. She's legal. She's trustworthy. So there you go. Bye. Have a great semester.